2. I'm your host, Echo Fang Grey Wolf. This is part 3. We're ending this shit now. There would have only been one video, but circumstances beyond my control got in the way. So we're going to end this shit right now. Look, for all y'all who support Felon 47, I don't want to see your child, 6 years old, knocked up because it's illegal to get abortions because he overturned Roe v. Wade. But y'all voted for that. So you better own it in any case, worst case scenario, that your 6-year-old, your 8-year-old, your 10, your 11, your 2-year-old gets raped. And you no longer can use Roe v. Wade. And you can no longer have your kid have an abortion. And you have to help raise this kid that your kid didn't even ask for. May God have mercy on your soul. And may you look in that mirror every fucking day and accept the fact that you did that shit. You voted his ass in, and now your daughters are in danger. Your sons are in danger. You know who's not in danger? His kids, his grandkids, Barron. None of them motherfuckers is in danger. But your kids, they're going to war. And you voted for that shit. And if you're a soldier that served and you voted for that shit, your kids are going to war too, and you voted for it. It's funny how none of the white supremacist groups are lining up. And none of them motherfuckers is lining up. They playing all these brave, patriotic songs. This is my people, and this is my land, and this is what we something, and this is God's plan. God didn't plan for you to let your kid go to war for some motherfucking oil. But you did. Because you voted for it. God didn't plan for your 6-year-old, your 2-year-old, your 14-year-old, your 24-year-old to get raped by some jackass. But you voted for it. I can't convince you. It's not my job. My job now was to make sure that you own that shit and that you live with that decision for the rest of your natural fucking life. You don't like what I said? Look in the mirror. You made that choice. Let's vote in this white guy who's went bankrupt like 7 fucking times and now he's sitting on Easy Street. Diddling little girls. Walking in on 14-year-olds at beauty pageants because he owns it. Openly admitting the shit on Howard Stern. Looking at little 11-year-old girls or 10-year-old girls on escalators. Are you going up the escalator? I am. Good, I'm going too. And I'll be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it? You may think I'm wrong. And that's your opinion. But you're going to find out that I'm right when your daughter's Lena Medina. And some little jackass who has Trump in his yard, just like you got Trump in your yard, decides, hello, little Megan. Where your daddy? Daddy at work. Would you like some ice cream? And little Megan, little white girl, go right on up in there. And he give little Megan the business. And he's about my age. He's 52. He done got Megan bent all over the couch. And he done violated her in ways you can't even understand. Megan come back home. Megan don't say shit. She got her ice cream. 2 flavors. Sperm and vanilla. You figure out which one's on her face. 9 months later, Megan, 4 years old, got a growth in her belly. It ain't no tumor. You voted for it. Megan can be native. Megan can be black. Megan can be white. Megan can be Hispanic. Megan can be Latino. All the races that I just named. You voted for that shit. Let's give a more upstanding scenario. You're a female soldier in the military. I can talk on this because I was in the military. And when I was getting discharged from Fort Benning, there were a lot of male rapes and female rapes at Fort Benning. I'm sure it never made it to the news because the military is good at one thing, and that's keeping shit secret. Platoon leader rapes you and your battle buddy too. You come up pregnant, your battle buddy comes up with AIDS. She's no longer a problem because she's going to die. You got a baby in your belly. You don't want it. You go to the doctors and they tell you they can't get rid of it because it's illegal. And now you got to raise a child that you didn't ask for. But you're a female that voted for Trump. You signed up for that shit. Your rights are gone. Let's change the scenario. You're a female. You got married. Your husband's whooping your ass on a motherfucking daily because he can't. You can't get a divorce. You're on your 4th pregnancy. He don't give a shit. He wants the baby, but he beating your ass. He hitting you everywhere except for in that belly. Women of abuse, babies come out traumatic. And generally wind up having issues. You wouldn't know that, but I do. Because they talked to us in the degree of police science. They talked about abuse and what happens to a child inside the woman who's getting abused at the time of the conception and at the time of the birth, and the different changes that she would go through if she's getting beat around by her boyfriend or her husband. And you voted for the fact that Felon 47 has taken away Roe v. Wade. And in some states they're taking away a woman's right to get a divorce, while they're increasing the woman's right to have sex at a younger age, at 14, which is fucking unacceptable. But you voted for it, so when Cindy Lou comes down the street, look at my daddy's best friend. Cindy, go put some clothes on. Fuck you, daddy. I wear what I want to wear. Excuse you, young lady. Fuck you. Uncle Tony, let's go. You be looking at what the fuck's going on here? Tony been boning your daughter because she's 14 now. She been over Tony's house more times she been at home. She don't tell you where she going. Now she got balls because she's pregnant. You fixing to do one of two things. You fixing to go to jail for killing Uncle Tony, or you fixing to go to jail for killing Cindy Lou. She can't get an abortion. She's 14. Sex was consensual. He's 52. Uncle Tony can't go to jail for statutory because it no longer exists. And you voted for it. I want to make these points aberrantly clear. Got what I did there? Aberrantly clear. Because your child, and if I had children, are old enough to go to war. Old enough to get pregnant when all these laws under the table come through. And for everyone who voted for Trump, that's what you voted for. So you get up online, we didn't vote for this. Yeah, you did. He literally told you what he was going to do with Project 2025. And then he literally lied to y'all face and said that he had nothing to do with it. And what has he done? Full steam ahead, Project 2025. Going to have an imaginary group called Antifa. Yet it's okay for the Proud Boys, the Peckerwoods, the Skinheads, and every other little supremacist group that hate black people, or people of color, to do what the fuck they want. Pardon all the January 6ers, even though they killed cops. But none of them brave-ass patriots, none of those oath breakers, none of those Proud Boys, Peckerwoods, none of them motherfuckers is jumping up to go over to Iran to put boots on that ground, though, are they? Nah, but we can fuck up our fellow Americans, because that's the American way, bitches. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fight our fellow Americans. We're going to fuck their shit up to stop the steal. Well, he's back in now, and he started the war. So all of you motherfuckers at January 6th, lock and load, get your boots, get your M4s, get your katanas, and your riot shields, and your bear mace. Lock and load. The real game's begun. The president you voted for has decided we're going to war over oil. It don't belong to us. And his enemies, or his friends, have helped the enemies attack us. So all you brave patriot front motherfuckers that signed your oath and broke it and swore an oath to the president, it's time for you to go prove your loyalty. Go on, get your loyal army together. Get all your loyalists, your loyal Marines, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Space Force, all you motherfuckers that jumped on this bandwagon on January 6th to heap pardon. Time to pay the piper. Y'all voted for this shit. Y'all get to go first. A video came across my FYP with this young ass white dude. He got his little katana and he playing "These Are My People" and "This Is My Land" and all that shit. You are not going to stand a chance with a katana when someone can fire 17 rounds in 4 seconds at your ass. You not bulletproof and you ain't Deadpool. You not cutting through no goddamn bullets when they coming at you at a rapid motherfucking rate. Seconds, not minutes. Seconds times wind velocity times the dial of how much the bullet has to drop when it comes out that fucking barrel. Most bullets drop about a quarter of a centimeter, or maybe less. Maybe a millimeter, maybe a micrometer, but they do drop a little bit when they come out and take off. Some of them don't. Some of them just straight come out. But, you know, this is your people. This is your land. Felon 47 has done it again. Now, y'all need to go on and lock up, load up, put on them goddamn boots. Because if you can fight your fellow Americans who are brown, let's see you go to Iran and talk that shit to these motherfuckers when they've been fighting since they were 6 years old with machine guns. Y'all badasses, though, you know. Y'all got katanas and riot shields and come to Charlottesville and tiki torch the shit. Alt-right movement. Where y'all at? Mount them up, motherfuckers. Time to regulate. Proud Boys, Peckerwoods. Mount them up. Y'all got in all those U-Hauls and in all these fucking places, and now it's time to do your fucking thing. It's time to get up in there and get in the service and do what you fucking do, you little itty-bitty militia motherfuckers. Think y'all somebody, y'all think y'all tough? Now it's time to go. So, let all the American soldiers that didn't vote for this shit, all the Marines, all the Navy, all the Air Force who sat back and voted against this shit, but somehow we lost. But we didn't bitch and complain about it. We didn't say that the shit was stolen. Nah, we ain't do none of that. That was y'all shit. Now y'all done won. Now go win. Go on over to Iran. Go on over there and show them that y'all can whoop the fuck out of police officers in America. Now go whoop their ass over there in Iran. Go get your M4, your mine boots, get all that shit. Your mick, your flick, your goddamn dicks. Get your fucking bullets and your brace and your fucking breast and your brakes. And walk your ass on over there. Unload on the motherfuckers for that oil. So the next American soldier that dies, that didn't vote for Felon 47 and didn't vote for this shit, and wanted to know what was up with the Epstein files, doesn't have to die. But hey, I didn't vote for that motherfucker. I voted for the black lady. But y'all voted for him. And the proof is in the pudding is that every time I make one of these fucking videos about Felon 47, and in this case it's 3, and it's not my choice because I only really wanted one video. But in this case it's 3. Guarantee that my 684 drop down to maybe 6. Maybe drop down all the way to 6 people. I'm good though. Because here's the thing between me and everybody else. I'm honest. And I'm okay with them leaving me. Because I don't have kids. I will never have to worry about a little girl coming to me and saying, Daddy, I'm pregnant by your best friend. He raped me the other night. And I'm 8. Daddy, I'm 13 and I'm pregnant with your best friend's baby because when you blinked, he fucked me against my will. So before it's your kid, own it. That's all I'm saying. You welcome, dear. You voted for that motherfucker. I've never kicked anybody out. I've never blocked anybody. I got friends on Instagram that follow this fucker. I got friends on TikTok that follow this fucker. I ain't unfollow them. They were good people. We just don't agree politically. They would much rather suffer with me and cause me suffering than accelerate and help me accelerate. One of the people I follow, 2 actually. Both Asians. One very hot Asian chick. One very cool Asian man. He just got his American citizenship. Just got it. 2 days later, a Japanese student had 1 semester to go, married to an American Asian woman, got sent back to Japan for overfishing. And you know I sent him that video. Because he posted this video and it reached my FYP. He got his American citizenship. He holding it proud. Proud got this American citizenship. I'm proud to be an American. He got a poster of Vance on this side, a poster of Trump on this side. But he got that American citizenship. Like they posing with him on purpose. Got the proud to be an American playing in the background. Yeah, I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died that gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you, and I thank you every day. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Funny how he's trying to get rid of all people of color. Dude's Vietnamese. He sent a Japanese man home in his second term, first year. He went after the Navajo Code Talkers, the Tuskegee Airmen, Jackie Robinson, all the service people in Arlington of color. He got rid of DEI. And y'all want to run off my page because I'm telling you the fucking truth. Everything I said you can go look up. I literally showed you Lena Medina. He literally got rid of Roe v. Wade. He's got a target on every woman's back and every little girl. And I'm sure some of you motherfuckers have daughters that you claim to love, but you clearly don't because you voted against their freedom and their rights. I'm sure you love your wives. So what are you going to do when somebody just decides, your wife is no longer your wife, the bitch is mine? I'm going to body slam on the ground one day when she coming home from work because you'll be at work and you'll never know what the fuck happens. I'm going to just take that pussy. What are you going to do? You voted for it. What are you going to do when it becomes the loyalists? The cops kick your door in and they rape your wife, they rape your child, they rape your sister. Hell, they might rape you. What the fuck are you going to do when they take your guns? Because the Democrats never said nothing about taking your guns. I showed video of Trump and one of those blonde women that he hang with saying we got to take their guns. Now, she tried to legalize the term, but she agreed with him. She says after they get adjudicated, we can take their guns. Oh, no. They're going to spend that shit so they can just take your fucking guns. Thank God I don't own a gun. Thank God I also know how to fight with everything that I touch except for a blade of grass. Y'all can't say that. Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers, that's all y'all know. Fuck squaring up. I'm going to shoot you. Yep, you will. You will. But only if I'm not in striking distance. Because if I'm within this close of a distance to you, that's 2 seconds that you don't have. And that's 1 second that I got to grab your wrist before it even gets to your waist. Then what? You can't shoot your gun if I'm holding your hand. You can try, but I'm holding your hand, which is holding the gun. If I break your fucking wrist and you shoot yourself, how you think that's going to look in court? Well, Mr. Grey Wolf, Mr. Williams, what happened? What happened was this punk-ass bitch tried to pull a gun out on me. Shot himself. Was there a struggle over the gun? You damn right there was a struggle over the gun. I won't get shot by this motherfucker. Why'd y'all get to fighting? Because I said something about Felon 47. And who's Felon 47? Felon 47 is President Donald John Trump, Your Honor. Well, you know I voted for him, right? Yeah, I know you did. You think I don't do my research on the judges that I'm going to go see? I defended myself. Your dumbass Trump supporting buddy there, laid up in the hospital, that's his gun. I don't own a gun. And my fingerprints aren't on the gun. And there's no gunpowder residue. You can't arrest me for something that he tried to do to me because I don't like your fucking president. I'm a veteran. I took an oath of service to the United States of America. And that starts with the Constitution and then the people. That's my cat card. That's me. Understand. That's me. I have to get Brenda to laminate this shit again. But yeah. Yeah, that's me. I can say whatever the fuck I want because I don't like Felon 47. I actually joined the military. I actually served. I didn't get deployed, and that's okay. But you know what else I did? I told all y'all motherfuckers the truth from day one. 99.9. And sometimes I have to give you the whole 1,000. I've said this 1,000 times before. If I ever give you the whole 1,000, we probably ain't gonna be friends no more. My numbers prove that I was right. How I went from 688, 689, almost 700 to 684. I'm gonna lose more friends today. Worth it. Because at least when history remembers Echo Fang Grey Wolf, when they remember James Williams Sr., they're going to say this righteous little peant signed up for his country and did everything he could to make sure that you have the right to vote for pieces of shit that wanted to take your rights. They're going to say that I wasn't a saint, that I cussed too much, that I fought like fuck to try to get a job with Disney and it didn't happen, or maybe it will. But you know what else they're going to say? They're going to say, when we remember Mr. Grey Wolf, when we remember Mr. Williams, we're going to remember this motherfucker from Kung Fu Havoc #2. A mixed man who told the truth. The majority of the time, he sugarcoated some things, and when he gave us the whole 1,000, we didn't like him no more. We left. But he told us the door was always open. And to own our vote. We voted for Felon 47. Our 8-year-olds got pregnant. He told us to own it. Tell your daughter at 8, you're sorry that A Handmaid's Tale happens to be her life. Tell your son at 13, you're sorry that Red Dawn has become his life. Own it. I ain't got kids. I ain't got no worries. I got no legacy. And when I die, ain't nobody gonna remember me or this fucking channel. But they will remember my words. They will remember the one truth. Trump used you, and he won. And when it's your daughter, this is the part they're going to remember. When it's your daughter, when it's your wife, when it's your sister, when it's your female cousins that are attacked, beaten, raped, and impregnated by babies they didn't ask for, they're going to remember that you signed up for that shit. And they're going to hate you every day. They have to look in that child's eyes that wasn't supposed to be here because it wasn't the child's choice and it wasn't the mama's choice. It was their daddy's choice who got in a fucking voting booth and said, I love my daughter, Trump. 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 And it was their best friends that said, I love my friend's daughter, Trump. I love my friend's daughter, Trump. I love my friend's daughter, Trump. Oh, they changed the consent age to 14. Trump. All right. I can start having sex with children. And no one's going to be able to say anything. No one's going to be able to countermand it. No one's going to be able to say it's illegal because the age of consent is now 14 in some states. May God have mercy on your daughters. And may God have mercy on you. The only thing I want for you to do is own that shit before it's your daughter. And I want you to be man enough to tell your daughters, yeah, I voted for that shit. I voted so that you wouldn't have rights to your own body. I voted so that the hospitals and them can track your period so they can know when you're ovulating. I voted so that once the hospital does that, they give it to the government can send out people who decided, we're going to take that pussy. And I'm not sugarcoating that shit. We're going to take that pussy. And we're going to impregnate it. Oh, she's 14? Hey, legal age of consent. Oh, she said no? No, she didn't. It's his story over her story. She could have screamed no from the top of the rooftops. And that 55-year-old, that 32-year-old, that 21-year-old, that 17-year-old body slams her on the ground. Knocks the wind out of her just long enough to put his dick in her. Bust his load, leave her broken over the rack. And you voted for it. So for all you Felon 47 supporters, own that shit. Door's always open. It's always open. You choose to leave because of the shit I said? Fantastic. You've proven me right. I'm the one with the moral compass, and you're the one with no honor.